Howdy. Hi. Well, we are finally back on Nimnab. It's been a long time, but after a brief hiatus, we're back and in the kitchen nonetheless. That's right, people. It's kitchen time. Today is October 1st, and that means a very important thing to all of our lives. Fall. That's right. Fall is here. It's coming, and guess what's coming in 30 days? Halloween! So, I have decided to create a series called Nimnab's Halloween Hype. So we can hype up this beautiful holiday that we will soon be celebrating. So, grab the spookiest ghost you know, and let's get ready. Today, for Halloween Hype, we will be starting with a more fall-based activity. We're obviously in the kitchen, so that can only mean one thing: fall baking. Today, we will be making a very important classic fall treat, the pumpkin roll. Now, you might be saying, hey, you are the person who made ready rice in a microwave and barely succeeded at that. That is true, but we're gonna do this. Oh, please, good luck. I'm using a recipe from the brilliant minds at allrecipes.com. So I feel like I should read a few of these comments for you so you understand really what we will be making. This person said this recipe is one of the easiest things I have ever made. This person said this is the easiest pumpkin roll recipe I've ever made. This person said if I can bake this, anyone can. This person said it was very easy to make. So it's gonna be a challenge. Now, these ingredients are a little bit complicated. What you need is, it's a lot, but I feel like if you just pay attention, you'll get it too. Let's get to some ingredients. You will need measuring spoons and stuff, a big old mixing bowl, a smaller bowl, parchment paper, a 10 by 15 jelly roll cake pan, because I know what that means. An apron! An apron! You need an apron! A terry cloth dish towel. Not cotton. It can't be cotton. No cotton towels in this household. A fork, probably? I don't know. An electric mixer. There we go. It's time for some ingredients! 3 eggs. From a chicken, preferably. 2 tablespoons of softened butter. Soft. 1 cup of sugar. 3/4 a cup of flour. 2/3 a cup of pumpkin puree. Oh my god. 1 cup of confectioner's sugar. 8 ounces of cream cheese. 1/4 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon of Arm & Hammer baking soda. I mean, it doesn't have to be specifically Arm & Hammer, but Arm & Hammer. A 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Our first step, as always, is going to be to put on your apron. This time I have a fall-based apron. It's fall. Important step about this, you need to keep your flannel on. Of course you'll be wearing a flannel because it's fall, so flannel season. You want to keep your flannel on over your apron. It's very important. Gotta keep that fall spirit. Step 2 is to preheat your oven to 370 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's do that. Boom. Whoops. Beautiful. Now we need to prepare our jelly pan for the beautiful mixture we will be making. Take your jelly pan and your parchment paper and put the parchment paper on the jelly pan. Take off a good size piece of parchment paper and just fit it to your pan. Yay! Done. The next step is to beat the eggs. Personally, I'm not very good at cracking eggs, so I always get a separate bowl. Boom. That's pretty. One. Now, take your fork and hit the yolks of the egg. A beautiful egg soup. Don't make a mess though. You don't want this to get all over your counter, because then you have to clean it up and nobody likes to do that. Get your mixing bowl and start to add the main ingredients. So we're going to mix together the eggs. We're going to put the eggs in this bowl. Beautiful. The 1 cup of sugar. The 1 cup of sugar. Pour it over the bowl. So if any falls out, it goes in the bowl. That's enough. That's, oh my God. Wow. This is gonna be really sweet. Okay. Whew, whew, whew. That's a strong aroma. Boop. That's fun. Oh, that's fun. And the pumpkin. The thing about the pumpkin is that it's a can. So, whoa. So we need an opener. I have a fun bunny can opener. That should be good enough. Scoop out 2/3 of pumpkin and put it in the bowl. Ew. Yum, yum, yum. 1 extra spoon for good luck. Yay, pumpkin. Now, the instructions say that you should mix the flour and baking soda in a separate bowl and then mix it with this bowl of stuff, but that makes for a very difficult cleanup. So we're just all gonna do it in one. We're just making it our own. So here's a quick bit of advice. The recipe calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I might have put in a full teaspoon of cinnamon on accident. So this is a learning moment. Always read the instructions. We're going to put the baking soda in. Flour calls for 3/4 a cup of flour. Now, you're going to take your mixer and mix all of these wonderful ingredients together. That's pretty. Make sure you get all of the flour and other ingredients off the side. Lick these, they taste very nice. Next, you're going to want to take your parchment covered jelly roll pan and put your mixture into it. Get all of it out on there and then just spread this evenly throughout the pan. You want to make sure that it's a nice and even layer so it bakes evenly. That's a good tidbit of info. Once that is smooth, get more on there. Get all the pumpkin. That sure looks nice. Next step is essential. You need to put this in the oven. If you don't put it in the oven, then it's not baking. Safety first. Get some oven mitts. Open the door of the oven. And now put it in. That's hot. Whop. There we go. In you go, laddie. Bake it for 15 to 25 minutes. I'm gonna put it at a nice 20. While this is baking in the oven, take this opportunity to clean up some of the mess you've made. You can clean up in many ways. My favorite method is to take the spoon that you used to scoop the batter into the tray and lick it, because it has nice batter on it. But you don't do this because it has raw eggs in this and I don't want to get sued, so like, that's a lot. Ooh. Something tells me this cake is going to be very sweet. Oh my god, how much sugar. Now, you want to take it out of the oven and put it on top of your stove so it can cool. A very important step in this process is that you make sure to turn off the oven, because that wouldn't be good. Now mine seems to have baked fine with 20 minutes. You might need to put it in more or less, it all depends. How do you roll a towel into the cake? Now it's time for us to prepare our rolling station. Get your terry cloth and put it down on a surface. Next, we're going to take some of this beautiful confectioner sugar and spread it on the towel. Just a light layer so it doesn't stick to this towel. I feel like Salt Bae. This is, oh man. A good technique for sprinkling is you do the Italian hand with the stuff in and then just go like that. You can't really tell, and I'm getting a lot of stuff everywhere, but you get the idea. Now, an important detail that you need to stay true to is letting it cool for enough so that you don't drastically burn your hands, but you don't want to let it cool too much because then it won't be able to roll. So let's check the temperature on our jelly roll. It's slightly hot, but I think we might be able to do this. Let's give it a shot. We want to pick up the ends of the cake like that, okay? So we're gonna do this, and then we carry it over here. From here, I would say a smart thing to do would be to flip it. I don't really know how, so I'm just gonna put it back on the pan. So we're gonna try again. Now take this, okay, this is much better. And then we're just gonna flip it, okay? Here goes nothing. Oh man. Boom! I'm proud of that, just saying. We wanna peel the parchment off. Oh no, okay. Okay. We're rolling with, oh no. Make sure that your parchment paper does not rip off any of the cake. Okay, we did it. Next, we're going to take this and roll it. You want to roll it with a towel inside. So, oh God, is this gonna break? Oh God, Here's a quick reminder. You can never be too prepared. So read the instructions as many times as you see fit. Here's another lesson. Sometimes, let me get down on your level. Sometimes recipes don't specify things. And they just tell you to roll up a cake with a towel inside. There are many different interpretations to that. But we're just gonna roll with it. That was funny. And make sure you're being gentle with it. It says to place it seam side down to cool, so it is seam side down. And now we're just gonna let it cool. It might have cracked, but you never know. Oh, that's damp. Ooh, oh my God, no. Hey Mom, quick question. How do you soften butter really quickly? Now we need to mix together the ingredients to make the frosting. Open up your cream cheese. This may prove to be a challenge in itself. To open, separate seams on top of package and pull apart. Oh, those seams. Separate these seams and pull. Perfect! We've done it. Good job. Put it in the bowl. Put it in the bowl. Put it in the bowl. Just get it in the bowl. Then you beautiful! Get your vanilla extract. They say to only put 1/4 a teaspoon in. We're gonna put a little bit more just because you can never have too much vanilla. Oh, God. Okay. So I didn't mean to put that much in. This is gonna be a very vanilla-y treat. Vanilla-y, I recognize, is not an adjective. But it is now. Next, you get a cup of confectioner sugar. Let's pour it over the bowl. Just in case extra gets in, it will go in the frosting. Perfect. Okay. Let's put it in. This is gonna be very sweet. You may be saying to yourself, as you mix it all together, wow, that's a lot of sugar. Oh man. Oh, and butter! Take your soft butter and also add that in. Soft, not melted. Totally not melted butter. That was too much. There you go. The totally correct amount of butter. Yeah. You might be thinking to yourself, as you mix this beautiful concoction that includes an entire brick of cream cheese, whoa! You're telling me that we baked a cake with 1 cup of sugar and not as much flour. And we're going to put a frosting that is primarily confectioner sugar onto that cake. This is gonna be really sweet. Well, it might be, but fall itself as a season is very sweet. And I feel like we can only channel the essence of fall by making a very sweet dessert. Also, this is what the recipe said to do, and I'm very clueless, so I'm just gonna follow around what they do. You might also be finding it difficult to mix cream cheese like this. You can, of course, use the electric mixer. I haven't cleaned it, and I'm not going to. Sometimes things come out easier when you just give in. So I washed the attachments, and I'm just gonna use this. Oh God! Put your mixer on a low setting. It's certainly mixing this. Oh my goodness. When using your electric mixer, make sure that you are the dominant hand and you are the one taking control of it. Now that our frosting's done, it's kind of a waiting game from here on out. You need to wait until the log has cooled completely to do anything. So, if you're impatient like me, you can place it in front of a window and make it cool faster. Quick side note, the window needs to be open for that to work. Here's another tip. Always check your camera to make sure that you're actually filming. Unroll your pumpkin log and start to spread frosting on it. As you can see, I've gotten a head start on this step. You need to make sure that your child has cooled sufficiently. You don't want to be spreading frosting on a hot baby. That's never fun. Make sure to get all of the frosting off. Continue doing this until the entire roll has gotten frosting. As you can see with mine, it has not. Do this without breaking your cake. That would be really upsetting, but you still want to get stuff in the corners. It's very artistic, this part. It reminds me of painting with Bob Ross. Once you have finished this step, you need to roll it back up, but without the towel. This is the moment of truth. You want to fold it. Make sure it hasn't stuck to your towel. And, okay. We got a situation. Do this. I feel like this method might make it not stick. Like that. Well. Okay. We have a pumpkin roll. Get whatever plate or whatever you're going to put it on. For me, it's a cutting board. Gently pick up your roll and put it on the board. Okay. Okay, let's take a little tour. So, this is what has happened. As you can see, the cake itself is sort of stuck to the towel. We got some. That does not look like cake. There are a few more steps. We'll follow these through. We might have to get a little bit creative on how to decorate this. But for now, this is what we have. Take your beautiful confectioner sugar once again, and just do a light dusting. A light dusting. Light dust. As you might be able to see, the ends are not very clean. So we're going to cut the ends. So grab your favorite steak knife and let's go. Be careful with knives too. So you can see the swirl. Do the same thing for the other side. Just a thin slice just so it looks clean on the ends. Okay, well. Yeah. I'm okay. We've made a pumpkin log. Is a log that is pumpkin. It's a pumpkin shape. No. It's a pumpkin cake that is slightly rolled, which I call an achievement in my book. So I have a little piece of it here that I'm going to taste test. So let's see how. Oh, it's a little. It's a strange texture. I think that's unique. Let's try. You know, other than the texture, it tastes pretty good. It's very moist. I can't quite tell if it's moist or undercooked. So that's not exactly good. Yeah, make sure that your logs are cooked. That's a good tip. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of Halloween Hype. I certainly have enjoyed making this. And I really hope you enjoy this simple pumpkin log recipe. I can't exactly say it's the easiest thing I've ever made. But I don't know, I think it lives up to the hype. You could say it lives up to the Halloween hype. And that's funny. Thank you once again for joining me. I'll see you next week when we continue our Halloween hype series with a very important and good video. Thank you once again for watching this. I hope you join us again next week for our next Halloween hype episode, in which we do something very exciting and mysterious, because you don't know what it is yet. And I might not either. So thanks again for watching, and be sure to subscribe. Bye! Farewell. Oh God, oh God! I got powdered sugar up my nose.